Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Journey to Help with Seals. Now today guys, we have some amazing benefits that we're going to be talking about castor oil. But I particularly want to focus today on how you can make castor oil packs for lumps and bumps, for inflammation and for arthritis, for example, for sore backs, for sore muscles. These are some of the ways that I have been using castor oil and I've had significant benefits to it. I listened to a video last year. It was Barbara Oneil. She was talking about the many different benefits of castor oil, and I embarked on a journey of using the castor oil for a couple months now, and I've seen significant value and benefits to it, guys, and I'm here to share those with you. I have so many different castor oil packs that I've used for different body parts. For example, I've used this particular one around my waist. I've been using this particular one for my thyroid, guys. If you have thyroid nodules, any problems with your thyroid, this is exactly how I was able to, care for my thyroid and have seen significant benefits and value from using my thyroid castor oil pack. I've also have different castor oil packs for my knees and for my wrists and different parts of my body. When you have a sore muscle or a sore joint, these are perfect ways in which you can use your castor oil packs. And so I'm here to share with you some of these benefits. If you have kidney stones or gallstones, there's so many great ways that you can use these various oil packs to get rid of some of those problems. And I'm going to share with you my experience, guys, on how you can use your various castor oil packs for these problems or these issues that you may encounter. The next thing I want to talk to you about, guys, is that throughout the video today, I have a lot of great recipes from how you can get rid of scars and stretch marks, recipes on how you can deal with joint and inflammation in your body, guys. I'm going to share with you exactly how you should make these castor oil packs. It's not just castor oil only. You can add other things, other amendments to get an effective treatment. And so I'm going to be sharing with you today, guys, and make sure you watch this video to the very end so that you can get all those great value that I'm going to be sharing with you today. All those recipes that I'm going to be putting into the video, you're going to get all of that in this video today. So make sure you stay tuned. Now, guys, as I prepare to get into how I make my castor oil packs and the reason, how long you should wear these castor oil packs, I want to talk a little bit about what is castor oil and the reason why it is so effective and beneficial to our bodies. So castor oil is a thick, odorless oil made from the seeds of the castor plant. Its uses date back from ancient Egypt, where it is likely used for many medicinal beauty purposes. Castor oil is said to be one of the oils that deeply penetrates our skin, and so that's one of the reasons why it is so effective.
Castor oil is something that penetrates deep into the body.
It also helps to fade scar and stretch mark and blemishes, and that's one of the things that we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to be sharing with you that recipe that I promised you at the beginning of this video, so stay tuned for that. Now, guys, one of the next recommendation for your castor oil is to make your hair thicker and beautiful. It just give it a beautiful shine. And as you can see, guys, I've been transitioning for the last 2 years or so, and my hair, guys, have grown significantly thicker. Guys, I used to have very, very thin hair in front, and it's still not perfect yet. As you can see, this is my hair, this is my natural hair, and guys, as you can see, it's still, my hair front is still a little thinner, but compared to what it's coming from, my hair is a lot thicker, guys. And one of these days I'm going to pull up my hair so you can actually see the texture. It is so wavy and shiny. My castor oil has gone a long way. And another thing that castor oil is excellent at, if you have a problem with dandruff, guys, your castor oil can do an amazing job in clearing up all those dandruff. One of the recommendations that I would, put forward is that you add a little bit of tea tree oil to your castor oil if you're treating your hair scalp for dandruff. That will clean up, remove all, your scalp problems. And let's face it, if you are looking for beautiful, shiny, gorgeous looking hair, guys, your scalp needs to be clean. Your scalp needs to be clear of any flakiness, any scalp issues, and castor oil along with the tea tree oil will do an amazing job in doing that. So go ahead and give it a try and let me know how it worked for you. Now guys, one of the things that Barbara Oneil spoke about last year when I watched her video before I got on this journey with castor oil is she mentioned that castor oil is very effective and powerful at breaking up anything, any lumps or bumps.
So castor oil will break up any unnatural substance. So it'll break up a bone spur. It'll break up kidney stones. It'll break up gallstones. It will even help to break cataracts up. So you can put a drop of castor oil on your finger and wipe it over your eye, then do it to the other eye. Could you put it in your eye? Absolutely. It's just easier to wipe it over your eye though, because it's so sticky. So if you know what castor oil does, you start to know where to apply it.
And so guys, I have this thyroid nodule that I've been having for many, many years. They're all benign, but one of the things that I've been doing tests on them every year and to check on their growth. And so one of the things that I've been doing is to make my castor oil pack for my thyroid, guys. And so what I do is pour my castor oil. Now guys, before you start choosing a castor oil, you want to make sure that your castor oil is 100% pure, organic, and it must be Hexane free, guys. And so this is the brand that I've been using. You can see it here, Hexane free. Okay guys, I want to make sure that it is pure and organic. And so I'm going to put this into the description box as to where you can get this particular brand. We're going to talk about later on how I take this castor oil orally as well. Castor oil is not something that many people take, and that's one of the reasons why it's very important that you are very mindful of the brand that you actually take or consume orally. Now, for my thyroid pack, guys, all I simply do is I just take my castor oil. As you can see, it's well used, and I just add a little bit. Make sure that it's completely, you can see. Now guys, the reason why I'm not going to be wearing this today is because I don't want my clothes to get messy, but I usually just put a little bit on my thyroid right here. As you can see, you can already see my thyroid right there. Now guys, my thyroid was a lot bigger. Okay, these nodules on my thyroid was far bigger a couple months ago, and I started using these castor oil poultice. Now what I simply do, guys, is just put this over my head. Okay, kind of get my forehead a little bit messy, and then I wear it for as long as I'm home, guys. I don't usually sleep with it because I find that it's a little bit uncomfortable for me to sleep in, but this is how I wear it, guys. I just tighten it a little bit. And this is exactly how I wear my castor oil poultice for my thyroid. And guys, I've proven this to be so very effective. Okay, it has reduced the size of my thyroid nodule significantly. My ENT specialist has been checking my thyroid nodules for many years, and he has been surprised to see how significantly reduced they have been since I've been using this thyroid poultice or thyroid castor oil pack. Okay, so if you are a person who have many nodule on your thyroid, this is something that you can perhaps give a try. But I want to encourage you guys that if you're going to be using castor oil, you want to make sure that you use a brand that you can actually trust, something that is will protect you and keep you safe. Now guys, one of the things about wearing this thyroid castor oil pack is that you have to be consistent, guys. Now I wear this for a minimum of 4 to 5 hours per day. You know, if you go to work, sometimes you can come in the evening and then you just put it on. Before wearing your castor oil thyroid pack, you want to make sure that you pour a fresh amount of castor oil onto it. And as I said before, castor oil is one of the oils that penetrate really deeply into your skin. And so very important that you wear it consistently, and also that you are using a castor oil from a brand that you can actually trust. Castor oil can be very poisonous if you're not very careful. And so we want to make sure that the processing of this particular castor oil, this brand, there are many other different brands on the market, but this is the one that I trust, guys. And I find that it has been of great value to me. And so Hopefully you're able to get this. This is sold on Amazon. I will show you exactly where I was able to purchase it. And this is the exact same brand that I also ingest orally as well. Now, one of the things that I love to use my castor oil is my skin, guys. Now, you cannot go wrong when you're using castor oil on your skin, guys. And I tell you, I love to use my castor oil, especially at nights, because it is very thick. It's more like, I use it as an occlusive, It's really thick when I apply my moisturizer at nights, especially at nights. Not in the daytime, because sometimes you're wearing your makeup and you don't want your face to be shiny. So what I have been able to do is at nights on clean skin, once I, clean my skin and apply my moisturizer, I just apply a layer of my castor oil. Okay? Just apply a layer of my castor oil, guys. And, in doing so, what I'm doing is basically keeping the moisture in my skin. And so I love to do that. And, guys, I wake up with my skin flawless, It has an amazing shine to it. It just feels so moistened and so soft and so beautiful. It's almost like I have that beautiful glow. And so I love to use my castor oil, especially at nights, as a layer on my skin. Sometimes I use Vaseline, and there are other times when I use my castor oil. So, depending on how I feel, but I find that when I use my castor oil, castor oil has so many benefits, and because it's one of those oils that seeps deeply into your skin, it goes to the layers of your skin and moisturizes my skin really, really well. And so I love to use castor oil on my skin. Just take a look. Look how beautiful my skin looks just by applying a layer of the castor oil. Okay, so I would encourage you to go ahead and give it a try. Apply your castor oil at nights, especially after you've applied your moisturizer, to make sure that you keep in that moisture in your skin and wake up to that beautiful glow every single morning. Now, guys, if you are a person or if you have a child that is struggling with PMS on a monthly basis, or sometimes you can have real severe cramps. Now, using a castor oil pack is going to be significantly effective for you or that child. And so, guys, give the castor oil pack. I'm going to include in the description where you can get these wraps from, this castor oil wrap to make your castor oil packs. And if you're going to be trying it out for your PMS, you want to make sure that you do it on a consistent basis, guys. Don't just do it when that day arrives. Even 3 times a week can make a huge difference, okay? And it really does help you. It can help you also to regularize your period as well. I've seen this happen before with others. I've heard their experiences before, how using a castor oil pack can regularize your period. And so you want to put a little bit in your navel, and on the area that you're going to be, just on your stomach area, saturate this whole pack as much as possible. You can even sleep with this castor oil pack, guys. There are different sizes, but also, there are, different levels that you can actually wrap the wraps. Okay, so this wrap pretty much can work for pretty much anyone, because you have different levels at which you can comfortably wrap the castor oil pack. Okay, so I will put this in the description box, and you can check it out and see if this is something that you are interested in if you have problems, PMS problems on a monthly basis. Now, guys, the next castor oil pack I want to talk to you about is the one that I use around my waist. Now, many people swear by it, guys, that it has helped them get rid of gallstones and kidney stones and stuff like that.
So castor oil will break up any unnatural substance. So it'll break up a bone spur. It'll break up kidney stones. It'll break up gallstones. It will even help to break cataracts up. So you can put a drop of castor oil on your finger and wipe it over your eye, then do it to the other eye. Could you put it in your eye? Absolutely. It's just easier to wipe it over your eye though, because it's so sticky. So if you know what castor oil does, you start to know where to apply it.
Personally, I wear it just for maintenance of health. I've had a really good experience wearing this castor oil pack on my stomach. I suffer from extreme bloatedness, and so I find that since taking the castor oil, using the castor oil pack, it has really helped me a lot, guys. And one of the things that I've done is I put a little bit of the castor oil in my navel as well, and I can't explain exactly what it does, but it does make me feel a lot better. And so guys, I want to encourage you that if you are a person who's experiencing, severe bloatedness, or you have other problems, stomach problems that you're struggling with, you want to be able to give your castor oil pack a chance. Now guys, all I simply do is to pour some of the castor oil on top of the pack, and I just simply wrap it around my waist. Okay, and I do that, guys, approximately, as often as I can. If I can wear it like 5 to 7 days a week, maybe not 7 days, but I at least wear it 5 days a week, and I've had a significant breakthrough with how much my stomach feel amazing since starting to use this pack. And another thing that I've started to do, guys, is I've started to take 1 spoon of the castor oil on a daily basis. Now, if you're a person who's on medication, you want to make sure that you get approval from your doctor before doing so, and also you want to make sure you take it at a time when you're not taking your medication. So all I do, I just simple pour a little spoon of it, and I take it like that, guys, simple as that. Now, this particular brand of castor oil, it doesn't have a taste per se. So it tastes pretty good to me, pretty okay. Like, I didn't have a problem. Some people are not able to take the castor oil like that. You may have to, put it in some water or some milk before consuming it. But for me, it was pretty okay with taking it like that. As I said before, it does not have a taste to it. And so I would encourage you that if you want to take it orally, you can give this particular brand, or you can, check for other brands that are Hexane free, or cold press or extra virgin and of great quality before you start consuming it. Now guys, the next thing that we use our castor oil packs for is for other areas of our body that may have lumps or bumps. Some people swear by it that they have had cancer before on their breast, and they're able to use one of these packs to put on the area. I can't for sure say that, guys. I've never had that experience before, but I've heard of people who have said that they have used it before. Even while listening to that particular video with Barbara Oneil, she spoke about this young lady who had breast cancer, and she was able to use her castor oil pack. She had amazing results just using the pack. One of the things that she said is that the longer you have the problem is the more time it's going to take to get rid of or to break up that particular problem. So let's say you have gallstones or kidney stones for many years. Don't expect that this is going to go away in 1 or 2 months. You have to be consistent with it, and you also have to be patient with it and give yourself sufficient time for the castor oil to work. Now guys, I've included the recipe for stretch marks and scars. I have a scar on the side of my arm right here, and using the castor oil, I've seen significant reduction in the size of the scar. Now, castor oil is not going to get rid of your scar completely. What it does, especially if you are a person who have keloid skin like myself, castor oil will not get rid of the scar, but it will definitely reduce the size of it, and it will also improve the appearance of the scar. Guys, this is what my scar looks like. I had a scar from a child, and guys, it was so big and thick. It was one of those big raised scars, and I always hated seeing the scar. But using castor oil, guys, what you're seeing right now, it's very flat. It's not even raised anymore, as you can see. So using the castor oil has definitely improved the appearance of this particular scar. And so that is one of the benefits of using castor oil. It's versatile. There's so many different ways of using it. And so I want to encourage you that if you have any of these problems that I've spoken about, you can go ahead and give it a try, and I'm sure you will not be disappointed. What I want to also encourage you guys is that when you are using your castor oil for ailments, like joint pain or remove inflammation from your body, you can apply a warm compress to your castor oil pack, and that will significantly help with absorbing the oil much quicker and much faster, and you can actually get relief much sooner as well. Now, what I have been able to do when my family and I have like backaches, sometimes you're working out and for whatever reasons you develop backache, or sometimes joint aches, what I've done, and I've proven this to be significantly effective because of my husband, had a major problem with his back once, and to the point where he could not move. He did a workout for his legs, and he came away with a significant back injury. And so, guys, I knew right away that that was caused by the inflammation that built up his back. And so I just took, my castor oil pack, and I just pour my castor oil on top of it. But there's one additional ingredient that I added. I pour some ginger powder, or you can use a fresh ginger, which is very, very effective when it comes onto joint pain. And that is something that I also learned when I listened to Barbara Oneil's video on removing inflammation and joint pains from our body. And guys, can I tell you that my husband could not move? Like a couple of days, he was just limping around and dragging himself around. And I actually, gave it a try. I made a castor oil pack, poured the castor oil on it, and put some ginger. You said you can either use a ginger powder or you can use fresh ginger. I find that the fresh ginger works a little bit sooner. And what happened when you do that is you're going to feel the area start heating up. It's almost like you're applying heat to the area. And so, the area start heating up, and that tells you that it's pulling out all the inflammation out of your body. And so my husband went to bed with that castor oil pack on his back. And believe it or not, guys, by the next morning, he was able to get up and walk around and do everything normally. So I can attest that castor oil compact or press with ginger works very effective for joint pains or aches and pain, sore muscle, or anything of the sort. You can actually use your castor oil pack along with some ginger added to it. Now, guys, also on the subject of menopause, some women experience, severe dryness, vaginal atrophy. Some women have had issues with vaginal atrophy. Now, if you're a person who's experienced that kind of problem, castor oil can go a long way in helping you with that. What some women have done is to use an applicator and have some of the castor oil in the applicator and just, insert it and just put it as close as possible to your cervix. And that can relieve the dryness that you might be experiencing. A lot of women have had significant progress and a significant result in using castor oil to relieve them of vaginal atrophy. So give it a try and see how it works for you. Now, guys, one other thing that castor oil does, and I forgot to mention this, guys, is it's an amazing laxative. Now, if you're a person who's suffering from constipation, guys, and I've just shown you earlier how I, take my spoon of castor oil once per day. I find that taking the castor oil really, really does help with, constipation. Now, I do not take it for constipation purposes, guys, but there's so many other great benefits that it gives to my body. And so if you're a person who's struggling with constipation, you can give that a try and see how it works for you. I would encourage you once again that if you're going to take it orally, guys, you want to make sure that you get a brand that is Hexane free and also is extra virgin. You want to make sure that it's cold pressed, and also it comes from a reputable brand, meaning that it's not poisonous. You want to take the castor oil that is poisonous to your body. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you purchase one from a reputable brand. Now, guys, if you enjoyed watching this video, I want to encourage you to share it with your family and friends. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, this is your personal invitation to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and become a member of our amazing YouTube community. Now, guys, that's it for now. Until then, it's cheers to your great health and great looking skin from Journey to Health with Seals. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.